Oh my gosh, it has been ages since I've made one of these video essays. But the thing is, with Acceleracers, there's still so much to talk about, so much unexplored content, so much things to find. And yet here I am, again, here with you. So who are we talking about today? We are talking about none other than Dr. Tezla. What would I do with Dr. Tezla? What would I change and how would I take him into the future? So first of all, let me play a scene.
Acceleracers is not working.
Now imagine what has happened. Everything that Tezla has said and done has led to this one single moment in the series. From Tezla implementing the EDR after the drivers had won one, to always being concerned about only the Acceleracers despite them dying from it. He is emotional towards the Acceleracers, he treats them as his son, something unconscious, and is apathetic to the people that can feel something. Everything that Tezla has done has led Lani to suspect Tezla of foul play. The one thing that I would change about Tezla, the one thing that I would change about Acceleracers, is that Tezla is the reason why the Acceleracers don't work. He is the reason why there are fake Acceleracers, and he is the reason why the real Acceleracers are still in the Acceladrome. Now why do I say this? Because this would be Tezla's second to last downfall. He is willing to put his drivers without the very Acceleracers he strives to win more of, the very power that should help his drivers to win, but instead he protects the Acceleracers so much that he doesn't even allow his drivers to use it. The drivers who are risking their lives and don't even receive them back. Don't forget that Tezla still has PTSD and thinks Acceleracers are the only way to win because of his dreams, because the drones are always using the Acceleracers, and yet he doesn't even use them because he protects them so much. Imagine that. It would make everything make sense. Imagine Lani. That is the reason why Lani suspects it. That is why she goes to search for the real Acceleracers. Imagine if Lani found the real Acceleracers and Gig was down with her. Gig admits that he is a silencer, but he wasn't the one who put the fake Acceleracers there. Tezla did. Which would make another certain scene more impactful. Not only would he be willing to send his drivers without Acceleracers to almost lie, manipulate, and almost betray them, he morally would betray them. Because that is his character. He focuses on the Accelerants. He is selfish. It's something that he would do. He is willing to work with the enemy just to get a glimpse of the Acceleron. That is why he would change the Acceleracers for the fake ones. It's also why he takes his glasses off in a certain scene. His true intentions are revealed, ironically not to his team of drivers, but to the enemy, to see the Accelerons. Everything leading to this final moment of betrayal, built up tension and escalating lies would truly show that Tezla really only does care about his own interests. The Accelerons, the Acceleracers. This is fully cemented when Tezla is literally willing to sacrifice everyone in the Acceladrome just so that someone else being Vert, can go to the world of the Accelerons. He doesn't even think to help his drivers. And then what happens? Vert goes back to save everyone, but there's too many drones. And so finally, this scene would make sense. Tezla has nothing to live for. He was so close to seeing the Accelerons. He dedicated his life searching for the racing gods, only to be stopped at the final moment. He crossed all of his morals, all of his boundaries. He changed into a self-centered person, all for nothing. He crossed every single line there was, and he did it for nothing. He betrayed everyone, which is why he wants to sacrifice himself. He doesn't actually want to save anyone. It's because he has nothing. He cannot deal with this suffering, and so he wants to take the easy way out. And so as he tries to sacrifice himself, he thinks he has no one, but he has one person, one robot. he has Gig. Gig, a robot willing to sacrifice its own life to save all the other drivers. And Tezla sees this. Gig actually does have no choice. He is programmed to save people. He is programmed to do good. In contrast to Tezla, willing to take lives, willing to be evil for himself. The irony, a robot is more human than a human. And so as Tezla escapes the Accelerodrome and looks at the smoke, he takes his glasses off. No more Accelercharges, no more Accelerons, no more of this vision being clouded by this purple dust. He finally sees that all this time he thought he didn't have a choice, but after the sacrifice of Gig, he does have a choice to be human. And so maybe for Acceleracers 5, the potential to be the best sequel to ever exist, maybe for that final movie, that final series, we can have Tezla rediscover his humanity. He can start telling the truth and deal with the PTSD of the drones. He can start seeking forgiveness for his drivers. He can start to actually help them. Use that knowledge for something other than his own gain. And as his humanity starts to heal, he changes his classes to his world race ones, not only because he has a clear view of what he needs to do, but because he is reverting to his former self, his former human, his former humanity. He's cutting the purple ties with the silences and the mystery that comes with them. He is coming clean with his intentions and actions. And slowly, as the series progresses, as his mind and humanity heals and comebacks, he starts to heal. Slowly, bit by bit, he can walk on his own, not so dependent on that exoskeleton that caged him before. His mind would be free from the prison desire of the Accelerons, and so his body would be free. Because he is becoming human. And that is what Tezla should have done.